it done for a contract that we awarded not long ago.
Okay.
So that's 1.5 people. And then that's mainly why you see a difference there.
Okay, and then on the streets, it was a decrease of about 22,000.
Chances are on streets, we probably have a lot of turnover because we had several people retire, and those at higher salaries are being replaced with younger people with lower salaries.
Okay.
Any other questions from the board?
Okay, I'll go over water distribution and solid waste. So we'll go over water distribution first. If you look, most of the stuff, of course, is the salaries and the insurance. Nothing changes till you get down to the third section where it says water lines. We went up $20,000 because the TCEQ is asking us to start doing away with our dead-end water lines. So we have to start looping them in or actually putting in flush valves. So we'll have to start that process next fiscal year, and it'll be about a 5-year deal probably before we get everything done.
Just so the council understands, those lines have been dead-end lines
Since they were put in
Yeah.
back in the 60s.
and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, the TCEQ is now telling us that, and I guess it's their prerogative, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's just something that was good yesterday, but it's not good today. But just want to let you know that if we don't change it, we get fined. Thank you.
Yep, that's not right, yeah. Next will be communication.
How many people in this department?
We have 8.
Hey, thank you.
Well, then now count me, I guess. Communication, we use handheld radios to communicate, and they're old as dirt, and a few of them didn't flash, so we have to start getting new batteries, and we're gonna have to replace one of them that wouldn't update with this latest update. Okay, so if you go to the next page, everything else is pretty much the same. Under capital outlay, for equipment, there's $53,000, and what that is it's $33,000 for a new mini excavator, and this is the real small ones that'll fit inside of a gate, so you can get in tight areas and backyards. The one we have is about 13 years old or so, and it's completely wore out, so we need to replace it. And then the other $20,000 is for a new transporter for our sewer main camera. It will be able to transport the camera in larger sewer lines, so we'll be able to see the big mains, and it will also be able to see the drainage culverts, so we'll be able to camera some of those areas too. The one that we've had before could only do like 8-inch pipe, and that was it, so we needed a bigger one. Are there any questions on the water distribution stuff? That also covers wastewater collection, so it's the same department. If not, we'll move to solid waste. There's a couple of pages in that one. It's got the revenues and all that, but we'll really start on the third page. The top section, of course, is the salaries and insurance and all that. The second section, one of the changes is where you see motor vehicle supplies. If you look at the historical usage, we needed to budget a little higher. This is general supplies for all the equipment, grease, oil, what have you. And it just, things go up over time. And if you look at the historical, we need to go up to the 80,000. The next section would be down that changes in solid waste trucks under maintenance and repairs. If you look at the historical usage there, yes, we got a new garbage truck last year, and we got a new grapple truck that just arrived, like a week and a half ago. It's not even out yet. We still don't have all the paperwork on it, but it takes a long time to get these trucks in. So in a minute, you'll see we're asking for another grapple truck because these trucks go back to RETA time period. and they are completely worn out, and it takes a lot to keep them going. So that cost continues to increase until we get caught up on replacing them and get some younger equipment, I guess. And if you look down to container service, I believe a lot of that is the Peace and Dignity program.
Yeah.
So that one has actually gone down a little bit based on the historical usage. The green waste contract, that one's kind of been in limbo for a while, but we're nearing where we're gonna probably have something, and it's gonna go up. So the price is it's going from 25,000 to 40,000 to try to cover that. It's still, having that option is a big advantage just with time, because we don't have to go all the way to the landfill and all the way back. So we save the fuel and we save an hour and a half of turnaround by being able to drop it off here in town. Then the next page is where you'll see equipment, and that 180,000 is for a new grapple truck. We currently have 5 trucks, and like I said, they go back to the Rita time period, and they've been through all those storms. We replaced one this fiscal year, and so we're asking to replace another one for this coming year. Is any questions about solid waste?
On the green waste contract, we can find that somebody's gonna come in and
Yeah, but what
chip it
we're,
again like we talked about, we used to have?
like we used to have, but what we're finding, because that market kind of fell apart.
Right.
You know, there's a lot fewer players out there now, and the price has gone up accordingly. They just don't have the same options to get rid of the chips that they used to have, so they kind of get stuck with them, and sometimes they just gotta landfill them. But the key is, if we can drop them off here in town and get them ground up, that saves a tremendous amount of time, and I mean, that's the big deal. It's
Take it off.
It's worth so much.
To offset some of the cost
Yes,
of it going up,
yes,
plus the wear and tear on the vehicle.
right, and the fuel.
Thank you.
Okay, ours has not gone up except for the salaries. In fact, I think we went down in our periodical.
Yep. The only place that you have any type of increase is the insurance and the salaries.
Everything else is identical.
Yes, sir.
Questions of the Lord? Thank you, man.
Thank you, Luke.
Are there any council member comments over the budget? Y'all have any questions, y'all can get with me.
And we will be having a public hearing as required by our charter. And tomorrow we'll be setting those up, and we'll get you a timeline very shortly.
More guys? You ready for more?
Pardon me?
You ready for some more departments?
Oh, we got some more department?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Be a fairly important one.
Okay, I don't know how many departments have in my city, my bad.
You want to go first?
Yeah. Police and fire kind of important.
You're getting off.
All the money's gone, Norman. All the money's gone.
Sir?
Yeah. Have we been wearing a mask to,
You can talk for it. 6 foot away.
okay. Trick keeping these glasses fogging up. As you can see on the police budget, I only have a total of 5 recommended changes. The first one has to do with the motor vehicle supplies, going from $70,000 to $60,000 for a $10,000 decrease. The the next one is the building and grounds, which the changes goes from $2,000 to $5,000 for a $3,000 increase. And then maintenance, then the motor vehicles, from $12,000 to $22,000 for a $10,000 increase. Of course, central dispatch from $526,000, $545,000 for $18,000 increase. And our automobiles went from $140,000 down to $55,000 for an $85,000 decrease. For a total of net decrease of $64,000.
And those are the 2 cars coming in?
We have 1 car that's come in. Of course, we already, if y'all remember, we had 4 last year. We've got 1 of them already. It's online. We've got another one that's come in that they're in the process of putting together. And then there are 2 more that, for the last budget that we're waiting for. They went to Victoria. Well, we got them for Victoria. Victoria had needed black cars. They got white ones. We were able to get those. Of course, for those of you who don't know, the reason that we've been waiting so long is that COVID knocked down put out the plants that were, that made those particular cars, and they were making medical supplies. So